Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. And this one is incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at them as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Flush to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. That's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. A beautiful fake. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Barkley, inside handoff. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Slot, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 43 yards for Saquon Barkley. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Gets around him, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. Remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A first down carry for Barkley. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go play action with Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And the lead will hold at 10.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Mahomes going to leave it with Edwards-Helaire on the draw. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 20-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Here's Pacheco once again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open. For a minute, but that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Ooh, with a juke. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Mahomes now on first down. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up. By the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Hurts going to keep it again. Gets through, and now an opening. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Hurts. A bullet throw, but incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the foot. But he dropped it, and that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everything.
And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job. Improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, fighting off the defender. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, for the few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds it. Defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll be blocked down at the 37. Moore, the motion man right. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Pacheco. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Moore, the man in motion. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is up. And the lead is now 14-10. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal. So maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Here's a give to Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. They'll run it again with Barkley. A strong running. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
He's going deep for Brown. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Mahomes now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll run it now with Gray. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
2nd down and 4. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Elliott is good. And they have regained the lead. So So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we have reached. Well, time is of the essence. We breezed through halftime, and we are ready for the second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, Brown, a nice catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now here's Mahomes. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they have regained the lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On first down, Hurts to Barkley on the check down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle with Barkley. He can't get him down. 138 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd down and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. Back to throw. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they have regained the lead. Another drive. Bogs down, but for the 4th time, they're able to escape with 3 points.
And this last one gives them the lead, so that's a good thing. And they've needed every one of these field goals, but it has to feel good to them to know that confidence is there. If we do bog down, they'll give us 3 points.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Again, it's Pacheco. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They run it with Pacheco from the gun, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. We're back now in KC. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Buying time to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Pacheco. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Wiggles free. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Being chased out left. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. 3rd and 9 here. They'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Zach Bond there on the tackle.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3 and out.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. 157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.